Good morning, class 12th commerce business study. We have already started the chapter organization, and we are doing today types of organizational structure. The meaning of organizational structure already given to you. It is a network of job position where we can come to know who is responsible for what and what authorities are given to them at different level to complete the task. There are two types of organizational structure. Number one, functional structure. Number two, divisional structure. Functional structure, as we have discussed earlier also, it is a structure where the similar nature of activities are grouped under one department, which is known as functional structure. For example, production related activities are kept under production department, sales activities are kept under sales department, purchase related activity can be kept under purchase department. Not only the similar kind of activity, within the department the grouping can also be done. Like in production department, we have done one departmentation, that is production department. Under production department, again functional structure can be designed, like store department, quality control department, assembling department. तो दिस इज़ नोन एज फंक्शनल डिपार्टमेंट, जिसके अंदर हम एक जैसी एक्टिविटी को पर्टिकुलर एक ही डिपार्टमेंट में रखते हैं, उसको हम फंक्शनल स्ट्रक्चर कहते हैं. What are the advantages of functional structure? Advantages are, number one, occupational specialization comes. As we know, all the activities are kept, similar nature of activities are kept under one department only, and each employee is responsible to do his own task again and again and again and again. So each employee of that particular department becomes specialized of his work. Occupational specialization come in that way. Number two, promotes control and coordination within the department. Due to similar activities, each person becomes specialized in his own work, and when a person becomes specific, when a person becomes efficient in his work, so less supervision, less controlling is required, and work can be done in more coordinative way. Increase managerial efficiency. As I told in earlier 2 points, efficiency of the employees increases. When employee efficiency increases, so it will reduce wastage. Resources will not be wastage, whether they are like physical resources or whether they are manpower resources. And if resources are not wasting, then minimum cost we will be able to achieve minimum cost, that is, we will be able to reduce our cost. It leads to minimum duplication of efforts. Means duplicacy of work will not take in functional organization, because each person is designed according to work according to his capability and his qualification. So duplicacy of work does not take place. Easy and effective training. Training can also be given to each employees. Training can be given to that concerned employee who is related to that department only. No need to teach him other departmental activities. So training become effective. And due attention to different function. Each function gets due attention under functional structure. आसानी से अटेंशन दी जा सकती है, उनके ऊपर केयर की जा सकती है, बिकॉज हर आदमी अपना अपना काम कर रहा है. डिसएडवांटेजेस, प्लेस लेस इंपॉर्टेंस टू ओवरऑल ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. व्हेन एक्टिविटीज आर grouped according to their nature, then each department is taking care for his department only. They don't pay focus on the organizational objective. प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट केवल अपने प्रोडक्शन का ध्यान रखता है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल गोल अचीव हो रहे हैं कि नहीं हो रहे उससे उसको कोई मतलब नहीं होता है. तो इस प्रकार की प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट हो जाती हैं. फंक्शनल स्ट्रक्चर places less emphasis on overall enterprises objective. They keep more focus on their own department only. Problems of coordination arises. Each department wants to show his department as a superior department. Sometimes they don't cooperate with other departments because everybody is focusing on their department only. They are giving priority to their own department. That's why the problem of coordination come. प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट केवल अपने प्रोडक्शन का ध्यान रखता है, वो सेल्स डिपार्टमेंट की नहीं सुनता, सेल्स डिपार्टमेंट परचेज डिपार्टमेंट की नहीं सुनता, तो इन सच सिचुएशन कोऑर्डिनेशन becomes very difficult. Inflexibility. In functional structure, employees develops a narrow perspective. What is the meaning of narrow perspective here? Over here, as I told, each department is focusing on only his one area or in one skill only. If we want in emergency want to transfer one employee of one department to any other department, so it will become very difficult to transfer because a person is skilled in his own department only, he cannot do works for other department. So that's why flexibility is not there. Conflict of interest. What is the meaning of conflict of interest? As given with example, sales department insist on giving discount to increase sale. सेल डिपार्टमेंट चाहता है कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा डिस्काउंट दिया जाए ताकि सेल बढ़े. फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट चाहता है कि डिस्काउंट नहीं देना चाहिए, बिकॉज अगर डिस्काउंट देंगे तो रेवेन्यू कम होगा. तो दिस इज कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. आई थिंक यू अंडरस्टूड. डिफिकल्ट टू फिक्स द अकाउंटेबिलिटी. व्हाट डज इट मीन? इट मीन्स इफ इन केस वी आर अनेबल टू अचीव ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल ऑब्जेक्टिव, तो टू whom make responsible? To make production department responsible, to make sales department responsible, or to make finance department responsible. Each department would like to transfer his accountability on other department. Production department may say कि purchase department has not given raw material to me in time. Purchase department may say finance department has not paid the due payment in time. So it's very difficult to define the accountability. So this was what is functional department, its merits and demerits. Where this department can be used, where the division of work as per function is easy, specialization in every function if you want, grouping of similar nature of jobs can be done easily, and when single or one type of product manufacturing, एक कंपनी केवल एक ही प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस कर रही हो तभी फंक्शनल डिपार्टमेंट पॉसिबल है. डिविजनल स्ट्रक्चर. एज वी नो, अंडर डिविजनल स्ट्रक्चर, normally this structure is adopted in organization which are large in size and which are producing more than one product. For example, a company is producing soap, textile, medicine, cosmetics, etc. So each product will be given to one department, that is known as divisional structure. Soap will be under one structure, textile will be under one structure, medicine will be under one structure. So that is known as divisional structure. What are the advantages of divisional structure, my dear friends? Number one, product specialization comes, because each department is responsible for his own product only. If they are dealing in cosmetic of like cream, face cream, so they will be keep focusing on face cream only, on that cosmetic item only. They are not bothered for any other item. So specialization come in that department. Fast decision making is possible. How fast decision making possible? Because that department is responsible for his activities only. He does not have to ask to other department to change or to discuss something with other department. That one cosmetic department can take his own decision how to increase sale, how to increase production. Accountability can be decided easily. If the sales of cosmetic department is decreasing, for example, so we can make the responsible cosmetic department only, because he is responsible to increase the sale and profit of that department only. That's why accountability is possible, which was very difficult in functional. Flexibility. One department, if wants to change, can change its decision according to the situation, and expansion and growth is also possible. Disadvantages. More resources are required. When we are having, like in each product we have sales department, in each product we have purchase department, and for each product we have finance department. So in this way there will be more need of resources. Number two, product focus department. Each department focuses on his product or on that product, their product only. They are not bothered for the common organizational goal. They are not bothered for other product, even the product belong to the same company. Conflict arises. One product department always have conflicts with other product department. There will be difficulty or conflicts come when the resources are to be allocated, when then finance is to be given. Each department will fight to get more and more finance. एंड इट इंक्रीजेज द कॉस्ट। जब एक ही प्रोडक्ट के लिए एक ही कंपनी में बहुत से सिमिलर डिपार्टमेंट होते हैं तो कॉस्ट बढ़ जाती है, एंड अल्टीमेटली दैट कॉस्ट इंक्रीजेज द कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन। Suitability, where this department can be kept easily. Number one, where organization is producing multiple product, many products. Number two, organization which require product specialization. Number three, organization which require each division is to be self-contained as under divisional structure, and growing companies which plan to add more line of product. So this was the topic which is related with functional and divisional structure. Thank you.